Okay, I made this clock program back in 2022 in November, and this is the simple display, a simple animation, and has all the options starting from start, settings, version, credit, about, and exit. Let me zoom in a bit. So in start live stream program, this clock, timer, calendar. Let's go back and go to settings. Let me change that. You can actually change the settings there, the seconds, the how for the second count. Let me put on 5 0 0 0 0 0. Let's test it, and you'll see the second is much slower than before, and let's keep that for now. There's a version that's about this version and previous versions, but I haven't written anything in any of it. Let's go back, and that's credit. It's actually my name, my university when I created this program, and it's the about section. It says what the program actually does, right? And let's go to start. Oh, that's exit. You can write no, and it will cancel exit. Start. Let's go to timer. Let's set a time 0 0 and let's say 5. Yes, yes. So it will count down the time till it's 0, and you can't actually hear it, but there's a beep sound when it exits or starts finishing the task. And in calendar, let's say 2022. Yes. Let's go to November. Yes. Let's say 35, and it will give an error. Okay, let's go 30. Yes. Okay, this shows the 30th of November, that's Wednesday, 2022. Okay, this whole calendar function, I wrote it myself. So it's an online calendar. It's 2022 November, let's say, and you'll say the month matches. It's 30 Wednesday, 30. I have put a cross because you wanted to see 30. I wanted to see 30. Sorry. Okay, let's compare another month. Let's go to December, and you can say it's the same, but online calendar, my calendar. Friday 30, and it's also Friday 30. Okay. Let's go to January 2023. So it will be Sunday 1, Tuesday 31. Let's go to 100 years back, and it's 1923 January. First date is Monday. Let's put 1923. Say first date is Monday. January 1923. Right. Okay, let's go back and let's go to clock and let's put the year 2022 and yes, let's go to November. We can write the full name of the month, or we can write it differently, it will detect it. Say November, yes. Let's say date is November 30, yes, hour, let's say 8, yes, minute, 20, yes, second, 0, yes, and no, yes, and the clock will start, right? It's Wednesday, November 30, 2022, and the clock is running. And it's the online calendar. Let's go to November 2022. 30 November, that's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Okay, let's say the code of this program and the source code, and let's say from there. Okay, I have used time and width, and this is for the clear screen, this line. And the first display, some built animation you saw, this is this section. I was actually learning in that moment, so I wrote it like that. Has a little password function. You didn't say it because I have omitted it for the demonstration of the program. Yes, this time it says you have to put your email address and it will detect automatically. That is the section, the font section, and I put all the months there that you can input to get a month, and that's the clock function. The clock starts from here. All you can see, I've written all the code manually. I've used only the time and rest library, and the reason for that was I wasn't aware that you can use library, which is actually a bit foolish, right? That is a bit foolish. But yeah, so I wrote the whole thing, the whole code for clock, and that's the code for clock. You say is almost 400 lines longer, and that's the date. Still going on. That's the functions for clock. It's all written manually. I also didn't know. I knew the user functions, but I didn't know the user class. So this whole code could be optimized and written more smaller. So that's why the importance of class comes from. Okay, that's the calendar and code, and that's the whole code. The code for calendars and the clocks calculating part is the same, but I've written it twice, so that's why the code is so long. For the calendar, the code is almost 500 line long. Of course, there are print functions, and many of it could be omitted, and it might come to 250 lines of logic if I am to give it just like that with minimal, but as extended it got a bit bigger, and that's the end of the code. That's Frank. Frank is a bit of AI. I wanted to give an AI to my program. Of course, I was learning that time. At the I was I learned to code for only 1 month, and in 1 month I wrote this 4,000 line code in Python. So I wanted to implement AI. I named it Frank, and you let me show you. I've implemented it in the program, and I'll ask it how are you, and it will get annoyed. Okay, you ask it several times, it will get annoyed. So I'll ask it first that what's up, Frank. So say he'll be polite at first. Oh, fine, Mr. Amen, thank you. Okay, Mr. Amen, that's not my name. That's actually my faculty's name. So it's it's a long back. So I tasted it, I showed it to my faculty, and this program is logged in with my faculty's name. See, you ask it again, and he'll say, I'm really fine, Mr. Imam, and I'll ask it again, how are you, Frank? Mr. Imam, I didn't want the idea mocking me, but it would be nice if it is rather not. He got a pretty annoyed. I asked it again, and it says, Mr. Imam, I think you know the answer already, and I'll ask it again. He'll give the same answer. So yeah, he's got a bit of personality. Well, thank you for watching.